Hey YouTube, this is Rishika again. This would be my 8th video tutorial on data stage and second video tutorial on parallel jobs. So as I have said in my previous video that I'll be dealing with each and most of the important stages. So let's start with the database connection, database stages. So we finished everything in this except container. When I design jobs and everything, I'll show you what container does, because if I tell you now, it doesn't really make sense. And then data quality is like quality stages. These data quality stages are generally used for like a prayer, like cleaning the data, cleansing the data, and filtering out the dirty data and all that stuff, which I'll be dealing with. Once I complete the parallel jobs, I'll then deal with the quality stage jobs too. So yep, that's and then coming to the database stages. Yeah, let's start with these stages, but I'll do only one video for one stage and try to make it a little less than like probably 30 minutes, or at the most like less than 1 hour. It depends on a stage. If it's like very long, I'll try to make it like two parts, so that it would be easy for people to understand. It doesn't make sense for me to go pretty long time, like almost like more than 1 hour, because by the time we listen everything, it's a human brain, right? So so no more waste of time. So I'll deal with ODBC connector in this video, and in the next video I'll be dealing with Oracle connector. So as of now, let's go to the ODBC connector. So connector stages, basically you do have like these drop downs, drop down list. When you have like these, it means that you can choose. There are like multiple ways, multiple DB to UDBs, and multiple informatics and all that things. So but connector is like connector stages are only introduced. If you remember my first video tutorial on data stage, when I made the differences, I said that the connectors were only introduced in 8x version, right? So yeah, and these connector stages are pretty fast because they use their own native driver. So yeah, that's the reason there is fast retrieval, and the data is like everything, like the job flows pretty fast. So yeah, whenever you have chance to use the connector stages, go for it. So let's coming to the ODBC connector. It's ODBC is Open Database Connection. So basically what that means is, this basically needs to have, okay, let me tell first. Okay, so yeah, ODBC connector, I mean, it needs to be configured. It doesn't mean that it needs to be installed differently, or it has no any installation, specific installation. But the thing is, it needs to be configured. Like it has some features that need to be configured before we can use that stage, and I can't really show that in my system, because this my admin doesn't allow me to do that stuff. So but I'll tell you, like basically what you need to do is, you need to configure the database drivers. Drivers are like, basically you need to install and configure database drivers before you can use this ODBC connector stage. It's you might be worried by the terms like configuration, installation, and database drivers, but it's not really that big deal. Just go to the control panel and go to some configuration or something, or ODBC data sources. You see their ODBC network settings, I guess. So there you see ODBC data sources. Then yeah, when you click on that, you choose DSN and all that stuff. Yeah, there you have like couple of databases that you have in your that your basically your project environment is configured. So you choose from a list of you choose one of them from the list, and then yeah, and then just configure it. That's it. That's not a big deal. But yeah, I could not use that. I could not show you guys, I'm sorry. So yeah, basically you need to install drivers, database drivers, and then have a data source, like a supported data source, like XML files or some other relational databases like SQL or Oracle or a SQL server, or yeah, it depends on your database sources. So yep, once everything is configured, then this ODBC stage you can use for reading the data, like the source stage, and for also writing data in the sense target stage. So you can read and write, and you can also have lookup data and filter data. You can also use this stage to look up and filter. So you might be wondering what's filter, right? Filtering is like when you have like 100 records and you want only 50 records to pass through, writing some SQL statement and all that, but it also says that 50 records must be passed to the target, but I also need to have 50 other records which are not passed to the target stage in another file. So that's when you use filter stage, which I'll be dealing with pretty soon. But the thing is, see, when you right click and drag a link, this is a mainstream link, right? This is a mainstream link, and you have like some transformations and then write to the output. And when I click on other link, this is the reject link. If you remember from my previous videos, this bigger dashes represent the reject link. So basically when I have like 100 input records in this, I'm saying that 50 records, I'm writing some transformation in the source stage itself. Okay, I'm writing some SQL statement in the source stage, like when department number, okay, let's say I have like 2 departments. Okay, let's say I have like 10 departments, and I need to have like only when department number is 10 passed through this. All other departments, I'm not really worried about them, but I need my client needs to see what are all the other departments other than 10. So when that requirement comes up, I can just filter it out in the source itself. I need not write filter stage and then go on, and it makes a waste of resources. So I can just like put a reject link here itself and then collect all the records which don't have the department number as 10. So yeah, that's how it works. Whenever you pull extra links, it all the reject links. See, all are the reject links. You can have like multiple output links and all are reject links. But when I right click on the reject link, it shows me that convert to stream and convert to reference. So when I hit convert to stream, it says that it doesn't support any more output links. Let's see when if we can convert to reference. No, we can't convert it to reference too. So yep, that's how it works. Only one stream, one input link, one output link, but multiple reject links based upon your data. So now you're not worried about those. So Control Z. I hope you remember this shortcut, Control Z and Control Z. Okay. So yeah, coming to this, as I have been saying that for the ODBC connector, the driver manager needs to establish the connection, right? So basically, what we need to do is, uh, like basically the driver and the driver manager, like the database driver and the driver manager, they need to be installed on the same local system. Because when the connector is like installed and running, it checks whether the driver and the driver manager are installed in the local system. Then once it's done, then it checks that the data source like SQL or Oracle, anything, it's established in the remote system. Remote system is which we are using it. So yep, then we can connect it to if everything is set, then we can connect it to data sources. But for parallel jobs, what the important thing is, the driver and driver manager must be installed on every node. Like let's say configuration file is like 4, so yeah, it needs to be installed on every node. I mean, you need not worry about those much details. So yeah, so that's it for this ODBC connector stage. And yeah, we can also use this ODBC connector stage to establish a connection to the other databases. Like when you want to establish a connection with the other databases, yeah, you can use this connector stage and then establish the whatever you say, like other databases. So yep, that's pretty much about the ODBC stage. So let's click on this and see what's all the things. It's pretty much like Oracle stage. So yeah, so data source name, what you're gonna give like your data source name, or like basically your what's your data source name. If it's Oracle, it depends on how you name your data source, right? Yeah, it may be Oracle or it may be XC if you have like a Oracle database installed, or yeah, I mean it depends. And the username is like something like Scott or HR or admin or yeah, all that stuff, whatever, to which schema you need to collect, that's the and through which username and password. So that's your username and password. And generate SQL is something like it basically your generate SQL means basically it's asking if if you want to write SQL statement by yourself using the SQL statement like select star from employees where department number is 10 and all that, or else no in the sense we need to write. See, when we have no, the SQL statement, it's mandatory because we are saying that or ODBC connector, you don't worry about the SQL statement, I'm writing it myself. But when you click it, yes, see, this select statement is disabled. So basically what we are saying is I'm too lazy to write the SQL statement, you generate it yourself. So yeah, so that's when it's asking me the table name. So table name is like whatever, always remember if you are using different schema dot table name. Okay, so yep, that's it. And these all we'll read, will it's pretty much same as the Oracle stage, but yeah, I'll deal with it, all this in Oracle stage. So yep, that's it, and leave everything as default. You need not worry because we have individual connector stages, so you need not worry about ODBC. And then dump your all columns and then click OK. And once you dump your columns, then it's gonna have like view sorry, then it's gonna have like view data function. Okay, let me see. I'm pretty sure that it doesn't work because as I said, my ODBC and all the driver stuff isn't installed. But let me show you how does that work. So my username is Scott and Tiger, and yeah, I'm too lazy to write SQL statement. Okay, and HR dot let's say regions. Okay, so now let's import our metadata, HR dot regions. Okay, okay. Just a moment, it's taking little time, I guess. Okay, yeah, here it goes. So then okay, and yep, columns are dumped, and then go to properties and then click on view data. See, so some error is popping up. It says SQL connect, so and so. I mean, data says data source name not found and no default driver specified. See, because I didn't have the driver specifications like the connect ODBC driver specification, and also I didn't have like data source also. So yeah, that's a problem with this. So that's it about the ODBC connector stage. Now let's see how it I mean how many links can we have if we have like this ODBC stage in the target. So let's put on a sequential file and just remove this and just try making it to the target. So okay, see, now let's try to convert it into the stream. See, it says no stream link because it means that you're writing from sequential file. This is the very bad design. Don't follow this as even an example. I'm just like showing you how to have like what type of links are basically accepted when we use this ODBC stage as a target. So yeah, so it means that it's only accepting the reject link. So let's see how many reject links it accepts. See, multiple reject links. So when it is used as a target stage, it can only have reject links. Let's see if it accepts reference link. Okay, it doesn't accept reference link. So it means that whenever the data is written to the ODBC connector stage, you cannot you can only filter the data or you can only accept the rejected data through the reject links. You can have like n number of, the maximum number is, as far as I remember, is 64, I guess. So yeah, I mean I hope you will not use 64 links at a time for rejecting and all that. So yeah, don't worry. But yeah, multiple reject links and multiple output links, and those output links are always reject links. So yep, and it should be pretty much same, except that yeah, you define this partitioning. I mean, if you have like, basically if you have like reject links, it's basically asking for the partitioning, what type of partitioning. You remember, right? In my previous video, I told you partitioning techniques and all those. So these are the different partitioning techniques. So if I have like db2, then performs, I mean, I'll explain this perform sort things. Yeah, so basically these are the things which we need to do when we are passing the data to the other stage. So yep, that's it guys, that's about the ODBC connector stage. And yeah, okay, yeah, that's it guys, that's it in this video. Nothing more than that. I don't want you to know anything more than this, unless and until you are like really desperate and you are really working on that. So this is pretty much pretty good enough for basic brief idea. So yeah, in my next video, I'll stop this video here, because I don't want to add two or more videos in two or more stages in one video. I'll make whatever length it may be, I'll make just each video each stage. So yep, and in my next video I'll be dealing with the Oracle connector stage pretty much in detail. So because I'm pretty familiar with that, I have been using Oracle connector stage from pretty long time. So yeah, I'll be dealing with that. Okay, thank you guys, thanks for watching, and I have been seeing your comments and likes and subscribers. I'm very blessed. For thanks for really appreciating me, and thanks for encouraging me. I'm working on other tutorials. I mean, I'm working to upload all the tutorials pretty soon. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks you so much for encouraging. Bye bye.